will be quite different in the sense the industry, the pest control industry relies mostly on chemical pesticides, and the customers will ask us to look for different approaches. So how much chemical do we use, and how do we dispose of the packaging or the excess chemical? All these issues will gain prominence. But it's not just the chemical part of it. It's likely that customers will start asking you to devise methods by which you can prevent pests from coming in, by which you can monitor them better, and create conditions by which the pests are not coming in, or they are just absent. So we definitely expect a lot of requirements coming up from the customers. If I have to cite an example, recently when I visited a customer site, I learned that they are a zero waste facility, which means not a single waste, either solid or liquid, is sent out of their factory gates. So if we are a pest controller in such a factory, then we will have to devise methods by which we can comply to such a program. So it's an interesting but challenging question, and we'll see how customers will come up with their requirements under sustainability. Would someone like to add to that?
Yeah, one thing I would like to add to this. See, whole pest control is totally depend on 4D formula, and it's quite long. This is being used for pest management. So this 4D formula is simple: deny entry, deny food, deny shelter, and last one, which is chemical, which comes with destroy.
Make customers aware of proofing as a way to do pest control, which is the same 3 out of your 4Ds. So I think that technology is still yet to arrive in this country, and we're hoping for more, such technology to be available. I think across the world that's definitely available to now do proofing of your premises. So that will the only way to stop pests from coming into your premises.
So I think, being into the industry veterans, we should also think about that how exactly we can educate more and more number of people. So such sessions, such platforms, such initiatives should be, taken care, wherein we can talk more about, talking about preventions, monitoring, talking less about chemicals, and we should always represent that this is the last resort one should go to. So that's what the one point I have to put. Rest is fine. Yeah.
We should create awareness into their mind that if you'll use pesticide, it will take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depend on pest. Yeah. So to kill the pest. And once you create that awareness into the mind, slowly, customer will agree to this. You need to use products at optimum dosage. This is one. Second, the product which we are using, sometimes we prepare product which are excess, and at the end what we do, we dispose it off either into washroom or somewhere around the premises. So that we should avoid, and we should create awareness into our technicians' mind, in our PCO, in our customers' mind, that whatever required quantity of product required should be used. Third one would be using of label claim product. Sometimes some people, they use a product which are not label claimed for particular pest. It may be agro product, it may be product beyond your regular pest control thing, and this product are definitely more toxic and will be adding pollution to environment. So that needs to be avoided.
Customers equate use of chemical to result, but obviously we all know that's not true. Yeah. Because we are unable to show the result of the service, many times the pests are not, they don't exactly die in front of you, or they're available elsewhere. Better monitoring tools, will help show results of the service. So you can even show the customer with this much pest, with this much chemical, we're able to get that much result. So I think better technology for monitoring will also a way to show result, because I think customers just get confused with chemical and they say more chemical is better result, so use more.
My point is like, we have to start from this objective from the our technician first. If we start giving them training, to not misuse the chemical, and we can, talk more about the biology of pest, where they breed, their habit and habitat. So what they will do, they will do the target specific job only, rather than using a chemical everywhere. They will only do the target specific job, right? So that's how we can able to, help the environment in term of using mass using of pesticides.
Yeah. So to add one thing, we work with the bottom line. If our industry, if we talk about, especially technicians, training them and getting data and information from them is a task. That comes in two ways. One is maybe they're not trained much to capture those data, right? Second is we don't have tools to monitor that at the micro level, I can say. So I mean, less amount of chemical, more amount of result, and also being very specific about the target area, which comes through a very deep dive and a detailed audit, a detailed risk assessment to be done for any building. So rather than implementing one chemical, one dose, and one standard, say like set of services to the customer, we should go more into understanding, a pest management program for them. We should formulate the SOPs. We should formulate some kind of literature, wherein should be some action should be defined with the ETAs. Like for example, we have infestation of rodent. We should put an ETA in front that we take at least minimum of 2 months, to do the effective audit and to put the measures and installations and then getting this completely eradicated. So such kind of micromanagement is required. And, and that somehow becomes a failure when the bottom line technicians are not, contributing the way we owners want them to contribute. So that's how some kind of platform, if we can develop across country, you're giving somebody temperate or you're giving somebody propoxer, that doesn't matter to that particular guy till the time he's not completely aware about it. The micro level training has not been given to him, from the tools to dilutions to application to targeting the pest. So, that kind of knowledge sharing is very important. And that's how, as an industry, we should think upon that, how we can develop that. And then eventually it will lead to, some kind of sustainable EMS program, wherein we can bound people to use less amount of chemicals, more of knowledge, more of data, more of information sharing. So that is what we can think about as a industry.